like you said it yourself. They don't have many playmakers. Yeah, Marlene and Skitter can do damage, but they will need him to like be an offensive power.
One hero pool. Yeah. You want me, come get me. We're gonna be using that sentence a lot in this cast for sure. I'm ready to see what noob is gonna be bringing on this Earthshaker. It is one of his best heroes, something that not a lot of mid laners currently play, but he does, and he does so with style. They're rotating to the bottom lane with the smoke to protect the trees, but Falcons don't have an idea of getting them down at the moment.
You want me? Come get me.
Marlene played one Queen of Pain 11 hours ago, and he did win, so 100% win rate in the last 24 hours. It's not the hero we know him for, but I'm sure he can do well. It should be a very good matchup, though.
They have to take this war down. They know that Malrine scouted it out. Again, they left it on 50 HP though, so not listening to your advice, Milan.
I mean, 50 HP is when you want it killed by the guy that didn't place it. You only leave it at 60 if you're the guy that placed it, because you can hit it then. Because if it's at 60 HP, the guy who didn't place it cannot deny it.
That. Okay, so it is gonna be Omar just passing out and getting it down. So that's gonna be the war taken out. Noob won't have it in the mid lane. How much is this gonna impact his mid lane?
I mean, not by a lot. I'm not a mid player, but I know some mid players don't really care about it. They place it on the side or whatever. I mean, this mid lane is super interesting. But both players have like a really, how to say, a confident personality. Like, I'm pretty sure if you asked either of them who is the best mid player in the world, they would answer themselves. So, just lonely.
Wouldn't every mid laner do that?
Banter. No, definitely not. Like, I'm sure like 70%, half of them at least would say like Queen or Nisha.
Come on, sprites.
They should have more confidence, right? I mean, when I was a 4K pleb and I played the mid lane, I thought I was the best in the world. So I don't know. You should be delusional like that. It's good for your mental health. TA2000, both him and Corey take a lot of damage. Once you do get the swarm in this lane, that is when you really start applying pressure with these two strong right clickers. But until then, this Centaur can be pretty annoying.
The both lanes have like a strong peaks, and I think level 2 will be like over time. The Weaver and the Treant are stronger, but in like a burst segment, for sure Centaur is early, so it'll be interesting how it goes. For now, Noob is like having a good CS, but we see the power of Cock. She is constantly in your face, harassing to oblivion.
Harassing, being annoying. He's getting solid in eyes though, as you mentioned, and here comes the bottle for Noob as well. So he's gonna be fine. Actually surprised Malrine is not picking anything up, and TA2000 does die on the bottom lane. So we are gonna be getting all of those T-tours in chat. Corey juking through the trees. Actually gets clipped there by the crit. He gets stuck. Oh, that creep kills him, and he couldn't get himself away. Didn't have tangles, didn't have a way to escape.
Look at
Actually,
Corey, he's running for these creeps. He doesn't want to let them into the tower, so he doesn't lose the lane control, but it will result in a more going at it, and it actually turns into a bait. Double kill for Corey. It was like, I'm telling you, he's definitely running at them to keep them out of tower so the lane doesn't push and it stays in front of their tower, but it turns out Amar trying to stop it and into them killing him. Silly play. But regardless, it looked... Maybe he bought it, maybe he had like one and didn't want to use it, and he bought 3 when he was in base.
Either way, Corey, that
little
first blood on the
yeah, first blood on the lane, we thought, oh, they're owning them, diving them, changed into like a 2 kills for Kaori and the Lotus Flower.
Healing Lotus. Yeah, you really
Wow.
aren't good with the names, but it doesn't matter. We'll get there. We'll get there. Top lane. This has been a pretty passive lane, especially compared to what we saw in the bottom lane. Those shenanigans, not something that you see often. And I guess it makes sense. If you're Quest in this top lane, you really don't want to get too close. And when you do, you just spear skitter away and run out. Oh, careers. Omar on a mission, and he does get one.
I think both sides on top are content just farming. Like if you play against the edge lane with a Baron, they're supposed to dominate a lot. So
Neither of the
no
mid
room
laners get
for
a
either
water
mid
rune.
laner.
Yeah, that's not something that you see too often. I'm actually surprised that Corey didn't attempt to secure that one for his mid laner. Just decides to pick it up and go back to the bottom lane as fast as possible. Snaking
Actually,
got
no
got the
mana.
worst creep.
No mana on either of top guys, Abaddon or Mars, so it makes it kind of difficult to pressure.
Any
Bottom
pressuring.
lane, the lane is so long that the Weaver getting cold, like it might result in that, so they'll try to pull it back.
Snaking, rotating with the Satyr, just continuing with the mana burns. It will be expiring now. He is trying to find something better in the jungle and will be able to do so. But meanwhile, looking at the CS, the Queen of Pain is winning versus the Shaker. Very rarely do we see a Shaker falling behind in the mid lane, but Queen of Pain's harassment, it really did pay off here for Malrine.
Top lane, Abaddon is gonna get gone.
TP coming in, spear, and they're trying to get him down. Skitter still alive, not for
One more
long.
hit.
Omar gets into the tower. He will be dying because of it, but still, it is definitely a win for Quest. And Snaking with his little rotation for a creep, it is gonna cost him a carry of his own.
Yeah, leaving Abaddon alone top with the lane being so long is the problem. If the lane was in the better position, it can be fine, but... And this TP on the Snaking, it might mean they lose the power room in. Oh, if he saved the flame break, they could maybe even die. But nonetheless, if rune is stopped, they get it bottom, crit, nice.
Nicely done.
The gods have favored Marlene in this series. Rune war.
They definitely have. They definitely have. Noob, he didn't have the Echo Slam. If he did there, maybe they even kill Marine with that play. But I agree, Flame Break, a bit of a mistake from
Great.
Omar.
Dyer's structures are fortified.
Crit, it's fine.
That's what
That's
you
a
get
ward.
for laughing at me.
Radiant's bottom
Problem, no
tower
problem.
is under
That's a
attack.
ward place under a sentry though from Malrine, so that should get rewarded the second that he leaves the lane.
Or they're
Mar?
gonna go on a Mar, but he has 14 stick, billion armor, and a Lotus. Healing Lotus flower. He's gonna keep that flower.
He does take a lot of damage. If he's not as confident about his TP there, you actually get the kill. Meanwhile, pushing in the mid lane from Falcons, also Crit is stacking the Ancient and the Big Camp in the triangle by quite a lot and picking up the Wisdom Rune. Quest, however, with level 6 on Noob, now they're going to be able to protect this tower. He has the Echo Slam, and that's going to be enough for Malrine to be afraid.
Yeah, he was trying desperately on that big camp to get level 6, because it's a classic Falcons Marlene play. Every time he's playing mid, and that's every game, they just collapse mid with both supports at like minute 6 and try to pressure with the first siege.
Radiant's middle tower.
They're coming again. No longer siege creep. They do have the Warpine Raiders, so we all know that the siege shot can do a massive amount of damage. Noob, however, pretty tanky, 1200 HP. Does leave Amar alone. This time around, he doesn't have a TP. Nice hoof stomp onto the two of them, but that doesn't mean you're gonna live. The minus armor is gonna persist, and TA2000 with another Shakuchi should be able. He just got level 6. The creep's dying underneath the tower. The Stampede is there, and that's gonna turn it around. Kaori, he's not as fast as a Weaver. He cannot Shakuchi away. Turns around with a Leech Seed, dies before it. 4-1 charges. The Centaur will live. Amar is fine, and Snaking, of course, bringing in the Wisps. No pain. Dropping low, Echo Slam gonna be used. Fall up, smack on the bottom, and Malrine on his Queen of Pain will be going down. Nice kill for Quest.
I mean, he is spamming the Queen of Pain line with the chat after solo kill him. Oh my god, nobody's feeling it, you know? Gets the ball rifle, you know, whenever you get a solo kill mid, you should get the ball rifle straight after. You deserve it.
Really do. Like, one of your supports go and die so that I can have it back. But Corey, he was thinking ahead. And he did, he died before that happened. Though, Amar, that was pretty lucky for him. This could have been even better for Quest. Imagine if Amar doesn't hit level 6 on the bottom and just dies. That would be 2 cores dead just like that. Crit, very deep. They've seen him. They know where he is. But this is still pretty dangerous to go forward disruption. Onto Noob. He's stuck in there between the illusions. And does get the stun off on Crit with Omar still chasing. Wants to get him down. There will be a spear onto the Queen of Pain. Malik, however, doesn't have the damage to do so, especially with Skitter coming over. Staking is the first one to fall in this engagement. Malik could be in some trouble. Turns around with a poke. He doesn't want to go down without a fight, but has been silenced by Skitter. Maybe a spear fairly soon going to be coming through. Malrine jumps over, and it is actually going to be the Shadow Strike that gets the kill. So Malik would have died either way. 2 supports for a core. Pretty even.
Yeah, but Malik did use a TP for this play, so it will set him back quite a lot, this play mid, but it will make a game better for both of his cores, Weaver and the Shaker. So all in all, not great, not terrible for either side.
There's gonna be a blink on the Shaker fairly soon, and once he gets that, this Queen of Pain is in trouble. Every core, apart from the Abaddon and Falcons, both the Centaur and the Queen of Pain are gonna be in a ton of trouble once Noob has it, and he's very close to it. Finds the illusion, pretty solid versus the Shadow Strike, and gets an easy deny.
Has been denied.
Oh, he used the illusion. Gonna get slowed down. There's the Shadow Strike. Instant TP. Noob is gonna be barely fine.
Oh, if you watch the replay and plan perspective, I could see Marlene already being ready to tap him, but he escapes by the skin of his teeth, or however you say it. English.
Exactly like that. Omar hits level 6, gonna be slowed down.
Omar?
Here comes the skeletons. Flame break, a little bit off the mark, pushes Snaking even further away.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Worthy tribute.
Crit? Is Crit just taking his own info stack, you know? Amar made it low, and now Crit is like, thank you.
Yo, support, come over here. Come help me. The A2000 though comes over, and he's gonna see that those ancients are low. He can go for them. Now all of the big ones are gonna be going his way. Okay, now he gets one big one, one small one, maybe a second big one as well. So solid gold for him for sure. Thank you for the stack.
Thank you for the stack, says TA2000. He's gonna continue to 3 and 2 PS with the brain, and he'll try to fight back, but no, he's just gonna die.
Easy kill Omar in a little bit of trouble. Actually, Flame Break is gonna be amazing. TA2000 gonna get disrupted. Thinking about going forward. He has his ulti if he wants to dive. TP from the Abaddon gonna be cancelled, but it is enough to dissuade Quest from their chase.
I mean, this is the problems we talked in the draft for the Falcons. This Weaver is such a great pick because with the ulti up and like level 9, what's the condition of him dying? Like, what needs to happen for this guy to die? He needs to mess up real bad, and he's been playing out of his mind today, so I don't think that's gonna be happening.
Yeah, maybe Hoof Stomp and the Sonic Wave, but that's the only thing I see. And when he's seeing the Queen of Pain in the mid lane, he knows that there's absolutely no chances of him going down, and he understands that he's just gonna be going for a death, so wants to get his damage as fast as possible, because it's all about killing people in this game. Surviving comes by itself.
Yeah, once he gets that, like for now they can try to like sort of ignore him and just do their own thing, but once he gets Dazzle, he's gonna be punching. Smoke from the Shaker. He wants to get like the blink reveal.
Look, he sees Malrine. They know exactly where he is. Shaker is coming over. He's gonna have another blink fairly soon, so I'm not sure if they're gonna be able to close the gap, especially with Haste Rune being ready. They found him. Echo Slam. Lasso is ready as well, and will use it. Malrine gets destroyed. Crit, just not in position to save him. He was close, but not close enough. Snaking, gonna get pushed back. They do have the Aphotic Shield to keep him alive. Doesn't want to use the arena.
He thinks twice before going to the edge. I mean, usually you don't mind using like like Arena on a support, but
Radiant's bottom tower
he will
is
decide
under
against and like wait for the better opportunity.
He did leave Amar alone on the bottom lane, so the bottom tower is going to be taking a solid amount of damage. Not sure what TA2000 wanted to do in the mid lane. Maybe just pick up a little bit of the creeps. Amar is going to get smacked, but it's nowhere near enough to get the kill or force out the Stampede.
This is me and Weaver. I forget to turn auto on Shokurchi and just never use it again. Jokes, I mean, that's why I don't play carry for PSG quest. TA2000 is gonna use it manually. 40-minute rune does go
Radiant's
for the
middle
Quok
tower is under attack.
shield rune, that's a big one.
Pretty huge. Queen of Pain, she brings in the damage. If you can survive for a longer period of time, it is gonna be pretty bad for the enemy team. And the extra 500, oh, actually make it 650 in terms of shield when he has strength threads. That's gonna be a huge deal. But Quest are having a really good time in this game. Let's see, there is no Echo Slams, so Falcons probably feel a little bit confident, but nothing to claim in the mid lane. The tower is already dead.
Yeah, I mean, they're fighting on their own conditions, like on their own vision, but currently both teams kind of settled on just farming it out on their side. I think once Mars is a blink, they might look for a move or Centaur, you know?
Centaur is
That
approaching
is
the
a
blink,
blink.
and Mars has his. Let's see, another stack this time around. There's not gonna be a Weaver to steal it, and this time around Crit will allow Amar to pick it up for himself with the double edge. He should be able to secure it. Actually just goes in with the right clicks. The Seeds of Serenity keep him healthy, and that's gonna be a blink without the boots on the Centaur.
See? Playing with fire, a bit of...
Crit gets destroyed. Nice fissure as well, clipping onto Amar. So even if he wanted to go for a Stampede there to save his buddy, probably wouldn't have been able to, but he was stunned, so didn't even have a choice. Noob making rotations in this game, looking really, really clean from Quest so far. They're not playing super fast, but they're making some cool plays.
They're just, this game, they're trying to not overextend too much. They're playing discipline, they're getting whatever is in front of them. There's gonna be a drop.
Blade Mail used, and the Stampede as well. Overgrowth is there. TA2000 coming over with the hits, and Amar just gets taken down. Instant time lapse to get himself to a safer position. Malik, Arena to protect himself, and the disruption was used on Malrine to protect him there for the time being. Instant TP once he saw that, nothing to stop it.
Great execution on both sides. Like quick thinking by Malik. He will escape there, and still, guess what? They didn't use Lasso, and Crit is on the vision after the TP. It's gonna be a free
Second
pick.
they
This
see
is a
him.
huge one.
Pretty big.
I mean, they are putting up on a speed of a game one. You know, you remember how they just kept going and going, and guess what? They had tools to do it.
Well, Deso on the Weaver, he gets stunned up, doesn't have the ulti at the moment. TA2000 needs to run away. And how are you going to be surviving this one? There is an ulti on Malrine. Okay, he has the movement speed to get himself away. Kaori as well will not be surviving, dies in his own base. At least Quest can bury their own.
That was so dangerous. I mean, they answered our question. What's the condition? Is the Centaur stunned without the time lapse, you know, so it needs to be on cooldown. Even this limited chances they had, they almost use it. That just speaks of Falcons, how good they are. But right now, Amar is gonna get jumped.
Did use the Blade Mail, however, so that's gonna hurt them quite a lot. A Noob getting low. Omar TPing away. Malrine doesn't want to use the ulti. I don't need it for a kill. Malik just banging his shield as he's TPing back to his tier 2. And Noob just pulls himself out. This is looking really good for this Shaker. He's gonna have a very early Aghanim Scepter.
It is that bad sided, but at the cost of Amar. Amar keeps on dying like left, right, and center, and he's really got his game slowly. You know, he had a decent laning stage, he had a low stack, but only 6th at network. We're not used to see Amar in this position.
Even in the first game that they lost, Amar was completely shut down. It seems that Quest have found a way to deal with the insane offlaner of Falcons. I'm I'm pretty glad that they, and I think it starts from the draft. They always put him in a position where he doesn't want to be. Even when they gave him the Razor, they knew exactly how they're gonna deal with him the first time.
Yes, they're the very good team, both at playing and drafting. So not a surprise. They have like these things pre-planned. Speaking of a pre-plan, I think they're aiming for the rush. Like, as in, Weaver used to be a bit more popular in the meta. I mean, heck, it's quite a lot, and it was kind of a scripted gameplay that you get like 15 to 20 minutes, you get the Dezo, Dragonlance, and you get the tower, or it's already dead, and then you move into the rush. It will be interesting to see if they will contest it. Do they go through the gates? That would be very, I would say, risky play, so I think not.
You have an Abaddon, though. Maybe you decide to do it. But yeah, this Roche is gonna fall in the next 45 seconds, 100%. So Roche not gonna be traveling to the Radiant side. Dire side Roches, we'll see if we see that in this series. Very rarely do we get to see it. Looking at the neutral items, nothing too interesting. There is an Orb of Destruction on this Shaker, so even more minus armor coming through. DP's bottom, they want to fight. Yeah, they're going in, maybe setting this up. Corey hiding in the trees, gonna be slowing down Amar. There's the root, has the shard already. Flame break, pushes it forward, and it's the stampede. The overgrowth is gonna be keeping it in place as Noob is gonna be running around. Malak taking so much damage. He gets the spear onto the Enchantress, and here comes the TA2000 to do enough damage. Is it gonna be enough to finish off Snaking? He's still alive. Lasso onto the Queen. Nice stuff from Amar. He's still alive, and the Echo Slam is gonna be even bigger. So he does get the kill onto Malrine Skinner. You're a little bit too deep, and here comes LeBron James from downtown. He gets the dunk, even more both of them. No, at least he gets out, and he didn't see Amar. He was hunting for crit, and he catches Amar. Fortunately for the Centaur, he is not gonna be spotted.
Oh, very messy fight right after the rush. They started tipping one by one. It looked really bad when Malik started dying, but with his dying breath, he gets both spells out, and still they win this fight. 2 for 3, and they defend the tower, which is arguably very important.
You don't want to be losing your tier 2, especially when you're the ones with the Aegis. The glyph was used, however, so if Falcons get into that position yet again, it is going to be a problem, but it's not going to be easy to get into that position. Weaver now, he has a shard, so next time he wants to kill the Enchantress, it is going to be much, much easier. Look at the aggressive positioning and farming. He is going to be helping the enemies a bit with the Tormentor.
He's kind of high, but a little bit afraid without seeing the Centaur. Because if they are like 3-4 around and he gets disrupted, he could die to Centaur Stone. But still, conditions for him dying are very, I don't know the word, like small,
unique,
hard, something like. It's very hard for him to die.
Yeah, let's go with that. As Noob hasted up, this Shaker already incredibly mobile, gets himself up on the cliff as the lasso will connect, and he wants to punch Snaking, who gets to the low ground actually with a Sproink. That doesn't mean he's gonna live. He just got that shard, and it gave him maybe half a second longer to breathe on this map, but that's not gonna be continuing quest. What is gonna be continuing is their onslaught in this game.
Yeah, I mean, nothing much to worry about, not only on Weaver, but on many of these heroes. If they're somewhat closer together, whoever Falcons try to kill will come at like a very expensive price, you know? So they may be capable of killing some bad 3-hand whatever, or Mars, but as we saw, like, they will pay 2-3 heroes for each one.
Now until the Weaver gets the BKB, he could die to the Abaddon. There is a Manta and the Echo Saber, so the silence can be there, but it is still not easy to get on top of him. This Weaver pick has been working out wonders, and TA2000 really hasn't been making many mistakes other than that one death in the laning stage. That's about it.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, I mean, that's his like average death ratio is like two times per game. But as long as he has the Aegis, he can pretty much go YOLO.
Mar gets the blink away. He knows that there's a possibility he's being hunted by Kaori, but it was actually Noob that was trying to find him. TA2000 tanking the tower shots, having the living armor. He pretty much doesn't care. This tower will fall with ease. It's actually the creeps that get it, despite the Weaver having such a huge damage.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They're gonna threaten the high ground. At least what they wanna do is get the heroes back. Hangbot's wasted. Amar is close, so if he dares to hit again, he'll get stunned. But they just get like one creep wave and few hits, and just hopefully many heroes came back. And they're right. And they're gonna smoke across.
There's the BKB on the Weaver and Noob very close to his. Some even bigger items coming out from Quest. They do find Amar. Lasso connects. They have a follow-up spear. You are not getting out of a stun. Noob, not even needed. And of course, the TA2000 does more than enough damage to finish him off. With the continuation of the pushes, you've already taken the bottom and the top tier 2s. The mid one is the only one remaining. And Falcons, they don't look very interested in defending it.
There's no way they defend it with the Aegis still left and the Centaur. No Centaur, they have 0 stuns. It's a bit hard to play Dota when you have 0 stuns, especially being 9k down.
Oh, Queen of Pain went through the twin gates and they know about it. Corey is gonna find him. Malrine looks juicy. There's the root, there's the dunk, and the smash into the ground. They don't even need the Echo Slam to finish Malrine off. Nice setup from Quest. They knew exactly where Malrine was going.
Kaori using his hero to perfection. I mean, we didn't speak a lot about this guy, but he is like one of the best position 5 players in the world. Not even the MENA region, in the whole world. Probably like, definitely like top 5. He's so young and he's so talented. And he usually is at the right place at the right time. So no surprise he catches the Queen of Pain there.
Talented, young, and hardworking. A recipe for success anywhere in the world here, and also in Dota, as a Quest are gonna be using this time to go high ground yet again. With the Queen of Pain coming back, you can defend this, but this smoke is taking a little bit too long.
I mean, this is just like full game sense ball play, you know? Oh, Ali.
Boon, Malik caught. He has a BKB, will be popping. The arena is there as well, snaking. Inside, doesn't have the spear any longer. Protecting himself with the bullrock, runs away as the TA2000 does join in on the fight. They still have the borrow time and the stampede coming forward. Nice spear, getting Amar away. Doesn't want to get stunned up. He's being healed up, and Impetus actually misses there. Might have actually killed him. Skitter dropping low, still has the borrow time. They're gonna be popping it right now, and the lasso immediately afterwards. Meanwhile, Echo Slam into the backlines. Noob has found them. Tries to finish off another one, but for now it's only gonna be crit dead. They finally lose Malik in that fight as Amar TPing away. He knows that his fight is lost. Skitter is left all alone, trying to do as much damage as he can, but he won't be able to finish a single hero other than that Mars that died early in the fight. Crit buys back a little bit too late to help his buddies.
Insane plays. I mean, it just takes too long to kill this Mars. They use way too much. They use Stampede, they go up high ground. He based them into perfect position to fight. It looked like he got caught in a no man's land, but in the end, it ends up like a perfect bait. Only 1-for-2 trade with a buyback of crit, but in this type of game, like just getting this Baron kill, it can be like decisive. Sorry.
The noob made a mistake though. If he double clicks his enchant totem and smashed the ground after the echo, he gets the enchantress as well. But after the echo, he jumped into the air and allowed the enchantress to move herself away. So that could have been another kill. Not too big of a difference, but you know, getting an extra kill in a fight is always nice.
I mean, he probably got excited as we are. Like, getting like a 3-man echo and so many creeps is just, it pumps your adrenaline up. So, nevertheless, his echo slams have been on point and his gameplay was on point. Like, whole game on 609, level 19. This guy is rocking.
We're not getting true sight any longer, so you're gonna give us any inside info. Do Dota players still scream on the top of their lungs when they find a play like that? Was that what happened? Like, he found him in the back. I got them! Was that the play there?
I got all of them! I got all of them! I got all of them! It's probably that, but...
Oh, that way. Okay.
Maybe...
We can ask him.
Maybe we can ask them. Yeah. We'll have interviews tomorrow, so write it down. When he wins this qualifier, we can ask him.
Okay, okay. I mean, but you're gonna have to help me with that game. I'm gonna be, I got him, and you're gonna have to do what you said he sounded like, which I cannot
Yeah.
repeat. So,
No
yeah, okay, you
worries.
got me.
5-man smoke from the Falcons to the top lane. Obviously, they know Roshan is gonna be coming sometime soon, and they don't want to give that up without a fight. Same for PSG Quest. We are in for a big one.
Jumping in on snaking. One smash from Noob. That really does hurt. Crit is there with a save. Malik thinking about jumping in the back lines. Spraying to the side. Snaking still alive, but the God's Rebuke finishes him off. There will be Arena. Sonic Wave. Noob still alive. Jumps to the side. The Arena protecting him. Malik gets himself out. Marine saved by the Phonic Shield, but there will be an overgrowth. Where's the Phonic Shield now? He still has the BKB. That is a very nice fissure as well. Noob has been doing a great job from the backline. Skitter doesn't have his ulti any longer. Now he's all alone. The Echo Slam will get used. Nothing to save his life at DA2000, and it's on a monster kill. This monster of a Weaver is coming for you. Crit tries to survive, but with a spear through his heart, he will be going down. Finally, they do bring down Noob, but it is gonna come at the cost of 5 of their heroes. Not counting Malrine and Snaking. This is gonna be his second death of this fight.
Oh, so close to bursting the Shaker. And if they burst the Shaker there, it changes everything. Luckily he has the armor from the Treant plus the Illuron and the BKB, and he lives on 1 HP and then comes later to finish off a Baron. And huge fight for the side of the PSG Quest.
Good thing, Milan. We are gonna be seeing a banner yet again as Roche is packing his bags and he is moving towards the bottom lane quest. They might be packing their bags for the main event already.
I think. Let's see. I mean, I'm excited. Probably they discussed with the Huck how to use this banner. Like, we'll see for the first time how. I mean, Omar used it last time. And he used it like on the opposite lane and it died in 2 seconds. So, hopefully. Oh, Aghanim's on the Mars. How do you like that?
Oh, cool. I haven't seen it. Helps you push, right?
There's one there.
Oh, really? You use the bulwark?
Like I'm 5.
Like you're 5?
Like I'm
okay.
5.
Okay, when you use your shield, which is your defensive third spell, there are soldiers that come out and then, like Spartans from movie 300, they're like, oh, and they start poking everybody. So that's pretty much it.
Sounds pretty good. Okay, Rush is up, but all 10 heroes are up, so what to do? Don't just go for the Rush, guys. Don't make Rush your enemy. Go smoke up and take a fight.
It's gonna be a 5 versus 5. Every spell is available at the moment. But everybody's just tiptoeing towards it. Noob, he's not in a smoke. He might get caught if not careful. Let's see, Kaori has been found. Stun is there. They have the dust as well, but the Arena will be amazing as well. As the Fissure, Malrine, he got the BKB up, but he's taking so much damage. The Weaver is destroying them, and here comes Noob, dunking in hard. And we don't need you, my friend. We have already cleaned up house. He used the Echo Slam. Skitter is going to be surviving a little bit longer, but nobody will be able to recognize him after his face gets smashed in by Quest. They did buy back on Kaori. That's the only hero they lost, and the initiation of Falcons was solid, but they're just so far behind.
For a moment it looked great. Jumping the Kaori, probably one of the better jumps they can have on the start of fight for support. Like, they get rid of him, but they clump up, and the team fight of the side of PSG Quest is just way too much. Like the control from both Mars and Earthshaker on top of the damage from Weaver, and Earthshaker is just way too much.
Mars actually smashed them with the Aghanim Scepter. He did so much damage in that fight. It actually did more than TA2000, who had the bugs on everybody and was running through everybody with Shiguchi. So imagine that AoE damage, and the Mars actually trumps it.
I'll say one thing. This looks really cool.
Yeah,
I don't know how
for
effective
sure.
it is, how good, but like style points, 10 out of 10.
It's solid for pushing sometimes, right? It really does help. And in a fight like that, you're just doing a lot of AoE damage. So I'm okay with it. I'm very surprised. I haven't seen it picked up so early. Usually we see a Hex or an AC in this type of a game, but I'm fine with it.
Yeah, with so much control, he doesn't need to go for the Hex refresher build. he has a bit of options. They're gonna place a banner right next to that bottom. So not thinking it through too much. Top lane? Is there a possibility to burst Luke? He doesn't have ace.
They're going for him. There, here comes the help. Malik protecting him with the bulwark. Nice stuns from the Shaker. He has the shard as well. Spear will connect on Skitter, taking him back. He cannot get out. Stampede gonna be used, and finally the Fissure does end. Ulti from the Coup of Pain pushing them back, but they've already finished Malrine off, and now inside of the arena, it doesn't look like they're going to be running away. Nice spear onto Skitter just as his ulti was ending with the Aphotic Shield. He'll try to live a little bit longer, but again, they just smash him down. And Falcons, they know it's over. They know they're going to be having to fight tomorrow in the lower bracket finals if they want the chance to show Quest what they got, because in this series, Quest were the better team.
You want me? Come and get me, says.